Hi, I'm Robbie Bullough with Ammon Olsen. Ammon, thanks for coming out here. I know it's a little chilly, but what were your thoughts here on the first day of camp?
It was really fun, really fast tempo, something we're not used to, and it was actually pretty fun to actually get out and play football. The winter kind of builds up a lot of momentum, and it was a really good first day, I think. So.
A lot of great quarterbacks started out on the scout team their first year. What did you learn from your first season running the scout team?
Oh, I absolutely loved it, playing against an amazing defense. We know how good our defense is every single day. Valuable reps, and I got to know the guys, and I think that was the best thing I could have done last year, and it was fun to take advantage of that. So.
What's unique about that opportunity that you think you gained more than, if you were to be on the sideline as a third stringer, just going through practices that way?
Oh, by far. You're pretty much in a game situation every single day, and you're not only getting mental reps, but you're able to play every single day and get better and play against an amazing defense and get used to the speed and get used to just the higher tempo and just better players and all. So it was really good for me.
Offensive coaches have made it clear that everybody comes in on offense with a clean slate, competing for these jobs. A lot of fans and people aren't convinced. They still think this is Taysom Hill's job to lose. What is your expectation as you come into spring ball?
The coaches made it clear that it's up for grabs, and today was a pretty good. It was even out there. Everyone got the same amount of reps, and it was fun to be able to just compete shoulder to shoulder, and mostly against ourselves. We just want to play our absolute best, and it was fun today, just out, and everyone was getting reps. All six of us were, so it was actually really good out there.
What differentiates you from the other quarterbacks in this current year of these six? Because every quarterback is unique and brings something different to the table.
I love the pass game, I think, more than anything. I did run in high school, and I do have the running ability, but I love to pass and throw the ball downfield, and I think that's what I love to do. And I don't know, the other quarterbacks all have their own, what they're good at and their capabilities, and they're all really good. And I think the thing that I love to do is just throw the ball downfield, and that's about it.
That is the way of a BYU quarterback, especially in the 80s. What brought you to BYU? Because this wasn't where you started out on your college journey.
Yeah, I started down at SUU. BYU hadn't offered me out of high school, and so when I was on my mission for the LDS Church, BYU contacted the coaches down at SUU, and they had said they wanted to offer me a scholarship. And of course, I've always dreamed of coming to BYU and playing quarterback for them, so it was an easy decision for me. And just right off my mission, the week after, I was here for BYU and working out, and it's been a great experience up till now. So.
Even in high school, had you wanted to come to BYU? What was that like when, the interest wasn't mutual at the time?
Yeah, they knew I wanted to come here, but they knew that I wasn't going to come if I wasn't offered a scholarship, and obviously it didn't come down to that, so they were upset that I didn't walk on and I took the scholarship down at SUU, but everything worked out in the end. So.
With a name like Ammon, they knew that you just had to end up at BYU at some point?
Yeah, I think they did know that I was going to end up here at one point, but just who knew what time, but it all worked out. So
the scout team taught you unique things. What about your experience at Southern Utah? What did you gain from that you bring to BYU?
Oh, it was a good transition time for me, especially for the mission. I was only 18, but the speed was a lot different, the strength was a lot different, and I was able to just get used to faster speeds and faster tempo and better football players and all. And so it was really good for me.
As you go out here in these practices for spring football, what do you want the coaches to notice? What do you want to exhibit that they'll take notice of?
I think a lot of the quarterbacks here have a great talent. The talent level is pretty equal, but I think they're looking for leadership ability and who can get the team under their wing and just go and be a leader out there and show the team that you're willing to work and you're willing to put everything into it. I think that's a big part of spring football, and that's what we're all working on out there right now. So.
What are your initial thoughts of Jason Beck? Because it's been a long time, not just for your career, but Jason Beck even played under Brandon Doman as the quarterback coach. What do you think of Jason here in the early going?
Well, the last few days with him have been really good. He's calm, he knows what he's doing, and I think he's excited to be here to lift up the program. He's done a really good job so far the last few days with us, and we've learned a lot with him, the new offense, and he's really leading us along pretty well with only a few days under his wing, so it's been fun with him.
Okay, thanks, Ammon.
You're welcome. Thank you.